Steve Gamache here with another Chef Knives to Go quick look product review. What we have this time is the Takamura VG-10 and Nashiji Gyuto 180 millimeter knife. So the way this knife's made is it has 3 layers. The center hardcore cutting edge steel in the middle is VG-10 full stainless steel, heat treat 6061 Rockwell. They have a good rendition or implementation of this steel on this knife line. The cladding over the top of that is a soft stainless cladding, and that cladding has a hammered finish to it. They call it Nashiji, but it's really almost a hammered finish, and then in the bottom of the hammer marks you've kind of got that textured, Nashiji means pear skin, so kind of that textured pattern. So I'd almost call it a tsushime or a hammered finish, but you can see what it looks like, kind of random hammer patterns to it. It's really cool looking. You can see it's got a fair amount of polish to it and a pretty high grind. The performance on these is really, really good. This is a great line of knives. The weight and dimension should be fairly close from knife to knife, but this particular one is 152 grams or 5.4 ounces. The edge length about 183, so a little over 7 inches. And the overall length about 308 millimeters. Thickness-wise, they're pretty thin overall. This one's just about 1.8 millimeters in spine thickness, pretty well, just all the way down the line. So as we go, and you can see we've got a pretty generous grind here, and as that grind goes towards the tip, it gets pretty thin. So again, these are really good performing knives. This one is no exception. Here's the edge grind, the choil shot, the back of the knife. And blade height's about 44 millimeters, which is kind of apropos for this type of blade, this 180 Gyuto kind of size. So you still got a fairly thin handle here and neck, so plenty of clearance there for your fingers, even though it's 44. The handle is a stabilized wood called it's black paca wood, and what you've got is a partial tang. So you can see the tang here comes back and then stops right there, and is a partial tang inside, so that lightens it up a little bit, gives you that Western style handle look and feel without some of the weight you get of a full tang. You've got a pinned on type bolster here on either side. The fit and finish is nicely done, stainless steel rivets here, but just nice fit and finish on these all the way around. The balance point is, it's a fairly light blade, so the balance point's right about there. So on a pinch grip, it'll just have a little handle heavy weight bias to it. Let's get our beauty shot here for the video. So I've kind of showed you this. It's got, looks like either stamped or I don't know if it might be laser engraved, but you've got some kanji on the right side. You've got an embossed logo there. Obviously your hammered finish on it, and then a pretty polished finish on the cladding there down towards, you can see the core cladding line right there. Here's the left side of the blade. Kind of showed you this a little bit earlier, but there's your cladding line there. There you go. And that's the edge bevel itself. They've polished a little bit of the spine at the corners. They've done a little bit of the choil. Edge, I'll give it a 6, maybe 7 out of 10. They tend to put a really nice edge on these out of the box. So again, it's a very good performing blade. Fairly stiff for the thickness, clean grinds, nice and straight. They just always do a good job on these. Let's look at the cutting board. In terms of the handle, it's just feels kind of appropriate size. The slabs here are kind of flat-sided with a little bit of a edge that goes into the top and bottom, but you know, not super roundy, but got kind of a good grip to index on. Again, kind of an appropriate size for this type of knife. And here we have what our cutting board profile is going to look like. So you'll see this has just a good overall profile. You've got some belly towards the tip, which means I can get up there. Plenty high for real nice rocking for a blade of this length. And then a little bit of flat towards the back. So just a versatile profile. You can chop with the back third of this. You got some belly towards the middle. You got some more belly towards the front. So pretty versatile profile for a 180 millimeter knife. In my own home kitchen, I'm not a professional, but in the own home kitchen, I've kind of grown to really like these 180 knives. They're just kind of a quick, handy knife to grab and do quite a bit of the tasks that you might do in a home kitchen with a lot of kind of standard size produce and other types of things. You get into bigger stuff, of course, you can grab a bigger, longer knife, but they're quite handy for many, many tasks in the kitchen. And this is just a really nice package, all stainless, great performance, good fit and finish, so nice package. So this is the Takamura VG-10 Nashiji Gyuto 180mm knife.